going to have a draw, and we saw Missouri, and we were just like, well, that's just another volleyball team, and we treated it like that coming out. We've played some good teams throughout the year, so we had some experience against some big-size blockers that they have out there, and a pretty explosive offense. So we prepared for that, and so when we stepped on that court, we just treated it like it was any other team in our conference or anything else. And I thought the girls played really hard and didn't quit, and we showed that in set 3, especially being down 5 or 6 and then tying it back up. So you know, I thought overall our team did a great job out there.
Go ahead with questions for the student athletes.
Well, let's just talk about the team's level of confidence coming in, because it looked throughout the early part of the first set like you guys came in here expecting to win this match, expecting to play very well all night long.
I mean, you just said exactly what we had in our heads. We love playing in atmospheres like this. I mean, we played Ohio State earlier in the year and almost the same exact thing. And coming out here, we knew that this place was going to be packed, and that just fires us up. And playing such a great team like Missouri, I mean, we know we can compete with them. We have a great defense, and we also have a great offense. So we know that we can hang with anybody, and it just, in volleyball, it's just points here and there. Anybody can have the momentum, and we just knew going in that we just had to give everything we had, and we did, and we hung with them for a little bit, so.
Caitlin, what allowed you guys to maybe start as well as you did? Because you really played pretty well in the first set, especially.
I think we got to a great start with our passing, so Alexis was able to see and move the ball around, and we did attack. We didn't play timid from the start, and we were all talking from our practices yesterday and earlier today. We were really excited going in, so with the confidence high and just wanting to play, we got to a great start.
Some of what we're talking about, moving the ball back from side to side, some of what you were doing as far as receiving the serve is just solid volleyball, and then some of it is specifically the way you play against Missouri. How much of what y'all were doing tonight was about scouting and being prepared for specific things you were going to see from Missouri, and how much of it is just the way you guys play?
Well, like, we had the 1 week. We didn't know who we were playing. We had 1 week to really get set in on them, and we knew that they were a strong hitting team, and they were going to be taller and bigger. And so I think our defense just, we knew that our defense would have to be there, and then our hitting would come with it, and it did show that. And so just seeing where they would be hitting a majority of the time helped us on our side of the court.
Any more questions for the student athletes? All right, thank you. You guys are clear? Yep. All right, we'll go ahead with questions for Coach Payne.
Coach, what does this appearance mean for the program?
This appearance is great for the future. I mean, we won the Summit League last year, and then again this year, and I think it's something that in the future, the incoming athletes, that's the way it is. It's something to be expected of them to be in the top, you know, in a good conference like the Summit League, because we're very competitive in our league, and that's what prepares us for, you know, to make the NCAA tournament, whoever makes it, and we're fortunate enough to make it this year. And I think down the road, now it's something we've been here once, and they're going to want to do it again with a lot of good returners coming back, and you know, it's going to feed off everybody, and new people coming in, it's going to be expected that they do well and to win a Summit League, and then to go ahead and make the NCAA tournament again.
Coach, how does Missouri stack up with some of the other top teams that you've seen this year?
They're one of the top teams that we've seen this year. They got a lot of different hitters that they can go to on the right side and the outside, and probably one of the best back row attacking teams that we faced so far. Blocking wise, you know, any of those other top teams we played had some big blockers up there, so we've seen that, and that really prepared us for this. And yeah, we lost those two, but we learned from it early this season, so that's kind of a good thing. We've faced explosive hitters before in the middle, and that's what we were trying to do, is, you know, serve that ball tough so they couldn't use those middles, and we could try to combat on the pins. But definitely back row and great ball control, and the setting is good. So yeah, they're definitely going to keep on going, I think, here, or have good matches around it against Purdue.
So you've been at IUPUI for a while now. You've got a system established, and how important is that? Just the fact that you've done this for a while, and the way you do things, your players just kind of know how this is what we do.
You know, it's kind of carried down from the senior class on to the freshman class. That's kind of brought to them to say, this is what's expected of you as a freshman, and if they get a line or something, they're the ones that are putting it down. It's not me, basically. And it's taken a while to develop that. And in the past 5-6 years, started bringing in some players, and the turnaround's been good. Lose 3 or 4, bring in 3 or 4, and they've been good players. I mean, we've got Caitlin Hickey's a sophomore, and Kelly Watts is a sophomore, and then the freshman Logan Walling stepping in there, and we know they're coming back. So it's kind of brought down from them, and I trust my seniors to tell the younger players this is how it's going to be, and they know now. So it's kind of fun to see, and it sounds bad, but I kind of let them go, and I don't have to do that much anymore because that's what's expected of them now.
Any more questions for Coach? All right, thank you.
Great.